Bleh!
So,
Welcome
going
back.
off Spencer's point about like hive minds and stuff and like being a lot more advanced than the human race, there's a really good movie that I had heard nothing about. It's called K-Pax, and it's this movie with Jeff Bridges and Kevin Spacey.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, it's really good. The thing is that Kevin Spacey plays an alien. He's like in human form, called Prote, from a planet called K-Pax. And they're like this super advanced society that's like, done away with death penalty, and children are raised by like everybody. It's weird. So it's like kind of like living on a commune.
Is it based off of the Republic?
No, it's based off of like a series of books, but maybe the author was inspired by Plato's Republic. I don't know. But yeah, it's a very like awesome movie. Highly recommend it to anyone.
Well, and you're kind of leaving out the whole point of the Jeff Bridges character.
Yeah.
Where he is a psychiatrist. I never know which is a psychiatrist
can
or
prescribe
psychologist.
medicine. Psychologists can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's a
Different
psychiatrist, and
Yeah, that's right.
they just assume that Kevin Spacey's character is crazy.
Yeah.
But as the movie goes along, he starts to kind of believe it.
Mm-hmm. And it's very like everything leads up to a very like open conclusion. It's very like I won't spoil it, but it is it's just a well-contained story. But the book series I know has like 5 installments, I think. I don't know the author's name right now, but it's like the author puts himself in Jeff Bridges' shoes, like in the novels, as a psychiatrist, I think. But anyway, yeah, it's like after I watched that movie, though, I was horribly depressed. I was like, why don't I just kill myself? Everything's better on space planets than here. And I was thinking, I was like, I'm gonna do it. If I'm not better in a week, I'm just gonna off myself. I don't even care.
Oh my god!
I wasn't serious. No, but I was thinking, and it was really, it's very sad, but it makes you want to help the world, I guess. But it's a very good, touching movie, even though it's like not many people heard much about it.
Back up.
It's good.
I have never seen this movie. I probably never will. But out of a 10, I'll give it up. I had a fart.
Don't force it. I don't want to clean up shit from your nose in it again. God.
So you guys know that quote that's like, "There are many like it, but this one's mine."
Yeah.
What is that off of again?
It's from the military, right? Because it's like, this is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine. It's like to instill pride in what is yours, even though it's not unique.
Yeah, the reason I bring it up is because, like, our world may not be the best, but the fact that it is ours really does still portray value.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
There is a Calvin and Hobbes quote that I really like, and it's like, sometimes it goes something along the lines of, sometimes I think that the best argument for there being intelligent life out there is that they haven't contacted us yet.
Or ever. They haven't tried to contact us.
Yeah.
I agree. And it's like, from an outsider's perspective, human race doesn't do that well, let's be honest. I mean, we do some cool things, but if there's like some crazy species out there that we have no idea what
but
it
it's
is.
like so hard for us to put into perspective, because do we really have a scale,
If we're like the most peaceful species, well, shit.
Again, but see, that has to do with how we process things.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Because we want for things, all of a sudden, we think of ways to hurt each other, we think of ways to essentially win, The fact that winning is a thing is, very indicative of us being a culture that wants.
Going off of that, seriously, fuck you, Charlie Sheen, for starting that. I know we share names, but that is no goddamn excuse for me to like you.
Yeah, they're both
because you're
Charlie
winning.
Sheen.
Well, and I think
goddamn
kind of there are a lot of people that kind of fear the thought of extraterrestrials. And I think it kind of goes into the concept of the liar's tragedy, in that if you're a liar, the true tragedy is that you can never trust anybody to tell the truth because you wouldn't tell the truth.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
And so we're afraid of aliens because we know that we can't trust how we would act if we were the race visiting another planet.
I think so, yeah.
And even further to further that, it's almost like we are in denial to a point, right? Because we don't know what's out there. Yeah. But what if what we see is so much better or worse, right? All of a sudden, it's like it could really put things into perspective for us to maybe get out of denial.
It's kind of like first world problems, you know. It's like we always think we have it so bad because the buses are running late today, but people in Africa are like, yeah, I got to take a shower today.
Or like,
Yeah, I got to eat today.
Oh,
yeah.
I
actually,
didn't get super.
It's like, you know, you always like, regardless of where you are, you're always going to make up problems for yourself.
I didn't
even
get
if they're
ethnically cleansed.
On the note of
Didn't watch my parents die today.
on the note of ethnocentrism,
we're going ooh on that note. Okay.
There is a pretty interesting article about the United States from essentially and once insider, now an outsider's perspective. Basically, he's talking about how like we often reduce other cultures down to one characteristic, right? So, for instance, we just mentioned kids like in Africa or something like that being in the shower, right? Is what you said. The thing is, even though we reduce it to that and everything seems so tragic for them, this guy who has actually lived in Africa, I mean, in like the not completely terrible parts, say that like people are really not that different from us. You know, like they care about the same things. Yeah, exactly. They're still worried about rent. They're worried about like the same things as we are almost all the time. We just don't realize it because we reduce them to that one thing.
Oh, for sure. And it's like we were talking about in psych yesterday about stereotypes. You know, it's just crazy. I mean, yeah, people fall into stereotypes, but because it's like, where do we get those stereotypes from? You know, there's always a little truth to it. Maybe not anymore, but we do generalize a lot. And I agree. There are like, I remember hearing one time that someone said there's just a Pizza Hut in the middle of nowhere in Africa. So I was picturing like
desert.
In like, well, like in the, oh god, what is it? Like, I don't know.
Egypt.
No, it's like the big brush area where lions live and stuff. Serengeti, thank you.
Serengeti.
I gotta think of Africa.
I don't even know what Serengeti is.
Serengeti is like the plains with like the big trees
plains.
where it's like Savannah. That.
Hey, do you know who I stereotype?
Seriously,
don't
force it. You're gonna shit your
there's
pants.
gonna be a fart.
Hey, I have extremely good control of my bowels. I can force
There it
farts
is.
and not shit.
Oh, little baby. So anyway, I pictured like a Pizza Hut in the middle of the Serengeti, just chilling. I'm like, how do they?
Not even like
Where do you
even
go?
Not even like a gross rundown like tin shack.
It's like a really beautiful
nice,
Pizza Hut.
Like yeah.
And lions are like roaming around it, like that's their only customer.
I love Lion King. Can I just say that?
Really?
Lion King is like the highest grossing animated
on
film.
fire!
It's
You're
so
gonna
good.
explode
Oh, yeah.
You carry gas
I
on
love
your
it.
back.
It's also the first film, I believe. I might be totally wrong, just speaking out my ass, but
I'm speaking out of my ass.
It has to do with like the first to use computer graphics in some way. It's like the first one to use it. I think
you're right, but it's like one of the highest grossing, or it's the highest grossing purely animated film.
Which movie are we talking about?
In terms of like hand drawn, I think hand drawn.
Because it still counts as animation, but like it used like computer generated graphics for something, I think, and it was the first to do it. I think. I'm not positive. Don't quote me.
If you disagree with them, comment, subscribe.
No, I mean the thing is,
if
I'm
you
wrong,
agree with them, also like, comment, and subscribe.
No, if I'm wrong, go ahead and leave a link where it tells me I'm wrong, because I would actually like to know this. That's what I've been thinking for a long time. I don't remember where I heard it, so that's fine.
Yeah, I think you're right though. It sounds legitimate.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, I love
I hope this is cover.
It's good.
I went through a stage in my childhood, I guess. When it was when I was in 4th grade. We had a DVD player in my car, right? And I would always watch Lion King 2, and I would watch the scene where is it Kiara? Is that the younger lion?
I don't know.
Anyways, it's Simba's
Why
daughter.
would you use barrels for cover?
No.
I love Zeppelins.
Simba's daughter.
Oh, Zeppelins are. Oh, I bored it.
Anyways, I always used to watch the scene where Simba and Simba's daughter would sing a song. Like I just loved that song so much when I was in 4th grade. Anyways, alright, sorry.
I pictured you like going out to your car, like in the middle of the blazing hot sun day, and just watching Lion King in your car. Because you didn't have like a DVD player in your house, you just went out to the car. Didn't even like start it, just like watch.
What do you think I am?
Some sort of monster,
I'm
I
not
guess.
a peasant.
Yeah, I know. We give those away on Christmas, right? And for birthday.
And then we have to help all we go donate to all the pheasants in the street.
Stop this.
Yeah, this conversation is quite
We're better
pleasant.
than this.
I'm killing you. Yeah. How are we doing on time?
I don't know.
Probably like 20 minutes over.
No, 5 seconds. So we're fine.
Thank you.
Spencer,